We all remember the chaos in 2013 after 2 bombs exploded during the Boston Marathon. In order to prepare for the event in Richmond, organizers spoke with an emergency responder from Boston about how they handled that situation. During the study, teens received free cell phones and 5 text messages per day about the dangers of smoking. They then responded to those messages, creating an interactive conversation to help the teen quit smoking. The students designed the new logo to replace the current logo like the one behind me, which shows a Native American, what some people see as racist.
Insight's Mark Hardison is in the newsroom to tell us more about it. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Ben. 70 teens were in the first study group where they received daily messages to their phones. Those messages were positive reinforcement designed to help the teen quit smoking. Virginia Treatment Center for Children Director Michael Mason has been hard at work over the past 2 years. He's been working on a technique to help Richmond teens who use tobacco quit. And what's different about this study is the technology.
With the goal to reduce and stop their cigarette smoking, all through messages delivered on phones like this.
The Centers for Disease Control says that every day more than 3,200 kids try tobacco for the first time, and over 2 million high schoolers become daily smokers every year. During the study, teens received free cell phones and 5 text messages per day about the dangers of smoking. They then responded to those messages, creating an interactive conversation to help the teen quit smoking. Dr. Mason is now in the second phase of his study involving 200 local teens, and that part of the study will wrap up sometime in June. Back to you, Ben.
Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Amaya. The race will run right here through downtown Richmond, and part of that race will run through VCU's Monroe Park campus. VCU Medical Center is the emergency responder for the race, and they say safety is their top priority. Organizers from Emergency Management at VCU Medical Center in Richmond 2015, the local group who organized the race, are working on an emergency plan for this year's UCI World Cycling Championship. VCU Medical Center's Robin Mankey says it's important for emergency responders to be ready for all possibilities, even the unthinkable.
Should a bad event such as a mass casualty incident occur, we've also started to train and to do those items that would help us be able to respond should that occur.
We all remember the chaos in 2013 after 2 bombs exploded during the Boston Marathon. In order to prepare for the event in Richmond, organizers spoke with an emergency responder from Boston about how they handled that situation. Now, organizers will finish planning for the event within the next few weeks, and an emergency plan will be released once it has been finished and finalized. Back to you, Amaya.
And here's a determined young man. He's resolved to mow the snow. We'll have to reach back out to Yariva Sewell to see how he made out. Louis is ready for his close-up, according to Jan Sisson, as is Elizabeth Parrish's dog, all decked out in its Sunday's best. Finally, at the end of a full day of playing and shoveling, a bit of relaxation is in order. Daisy Otero snapped this one of Frosty chilling out.
The Virginia Cavaliers headed to its first Final Four since 1984 and the first of the Tony Bennett era after an epic battle in Louisville Saturday night. Shots were ringing in on both sides from beyond the arc, with Ty Jerome and Kyle Guy leading the Wahoos in scoring, totaling 49 of the Cavs' 80 points from the field. It was a back-and-forth affair all night, with Purdue's Carson Edwards giving the fans a show and leading all scorers with 42 points, bringing the Boilermakers within minutes of a Final Four appearance. Now, a putback off the jumper and a Carson Edwards three almost gives Purdue the upset 2-point lead with a minute left. Then this. One of the biggest moments in NCAA tournament history, the Cavs D-Octave for the buzzer beater to force overtime. Look at it again. Drops the floater with 0.6 seconds left on the clock. Good evening, Central Virginia. We're expecting a warm week ahead, something we're looking forward to. Dry until Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday all look dry. We're expecting a system that will be moving in on Friday, and I'll track that for you later. And then the weekend also looks dry, which we have not seen in quite some time. Now, current radar shows absolutely nothing out there. So if you're outside right now, you're not seeing anything. Now, if we had clouds on this radar, it would show some clouds. But as far as rain, there's not a raindrop in the sky. Now, temperatures right now at the airport, 57 degrees, Wakefield, you're at 57, Fredericksburg, you're at 57, and then Chesterfield, you've been hanging in the 40s all morning. You're finally at 54 degrees. So we're seeing that warming trend as we move through the day. Tomorrow, or actually no, today's forecast, we got our high forecast is 64 degrees. So it's going to be a good day, definitely a day you want to get outside, get down to the river, go out with your friends. If you're going to have lunch outside today. That's that type of day. Winds out to the west at 8 miles an hour, mostly cloudy. We expect to see some sun in the afternoon, though, and that's definitely going to be a good thing. Then tomorrow is going to be a completely sunny day. Nothing but sunshine. Temperatures is a little bit cooler than today, but for the most part, still going to be a relatively above average warm day. Looking at our 7-day forecast, again, 57 for Tuesday, 60 for Wednesday, before warming up to 68 degrees on Thursday. Of the dry days that we have, Thursday's probably going to be your warmest and driest day of the bunch. And then Friday, that's when we're checking a system that'll be coming in. And I'm going to track that for you guys. Our hour-by-hour forecast shows that system going to be moving into the mountains. So west of 81 around 7 a.m. But it will be moving into Central Virginia around noon. And once it gets into our area, expect that to be around for most of the day. So it's not going to be a washout. I don't expect the showers to just fall all day, but it will be a situation where umbrella, raincoat will be needed. You won't use them all day, but you will use them at one point or another throughout the day before that system moves out around 11 o'clock. Now, Saturday, Sunday, those are the 2 days we're looking most forward to. Now, temperatures 61 on Saturday, 53 on Sunday. Not quite as warm as what we would like, but we haven't had a dry weekend in quite some time. So if you have plans for Saturday, Sunday, those are 2 days that you're really going to want to utilize.